My dad taught me a lot. And since my dad taught me a lot, he taught me at an early age you need to have your brains and you need to work with your brains instead of with your back like a laborer. So I listened and I ended up getting a 4.3 in high school and I ended up going to Cal State LA. I wanted to be a sociology major to be a social worker, but then when I realized that the pay was not there for the amount of school and hours that job took, I went ahead and I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna switch my major to mass communication, which is so broad and they hire from HR to a lot of other positions. At the age of 16, I was already having a 4.0, maybe like a 4.2, I forget, because I was always taking college classes and AP classes, and those boost your GPA. From there, I was working two part-time jobs and I was like president of like four different clubs. With that said, your girl liked her coin. So I had a bank account that was opened with my dad via Bank of America, and my dad could see how much money I had. And my dad likes to invest in real estate. And so he was like, hey, Kimberly, I have this property. I'm going to purchase it if you don't, but it's a good investment since you have the money for it. Just go ahead and purchase it. And I made that secure purchase back in like 2017, 2018. Then from there, it was just like, okay, I was still going to school and I've always loved education, but I just don't like it when people start, you know, just talking bad about you when they don't really know the shit you've done. And it's just like, I've always worked for what I have. And my dad thankfully taught me at an early age that, look, you need to use your brains because the world we live in, like, your dad's helping you give you this world, but that's not the reality of life because I grew up middle class. So with that said, that's why I always encourage young women and women, because I'm still young, I'm just 25, go to school, make sure that you build up your bag because looks matter, they do. But at the end of the day, as you get older, you need to obtain those looks. If you're just trying to get into some superficial love, that shit fades. So you could have the brains and be beautiful, which a lot of people that I know have. And it's just like, you don't need to just be pretty because that's gonna look good when you're still like in your 20s. But as you start getting older, men are pigs, and that's the reality. So you always need to make sure that you have your bag and you're safe because, yeah, validation from men is never gonna be worth it. And that's my TED Talk to Beach.